Now let's take another look at user VSeed, who posted some creepy footage from his security camera. He works as a guard at a small shop, and lately things have gotten really spooky there.
What the frick neighbor doing, bro? I'm right there with that light. That's my neighbors, bro. Oh, no, bro. Hey, see, bro, I'm telling you, it's following me to my house. There is no car in the driveway. I'm literally in the next apartment. Like, I just got home from work, and this is what I see, bro. Yeah, haunted. This followed me to my crib. Oh, no. She's not here.
Yeah, no. Been doing it all day.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro.
It's in her kitchen.
Yeah, it's the kitchen. Yeah. And people, bro, I'm telling you, bro, this thing is following me to my house. I'm literally, I'm right there.
Yeah,
Look, my neighbor's not here. That's my neighbor's driveway. That's mine. This is her apartment, bro. Like, I'm not folding, bro. I'm not going. My father said he's been doing it all day today. And, like, this is the stuff I'm talking about. Cabinet's open. This cabinet is always open. Every time I come out here to let the dogs out, it does this, bro. See? Nobody's in there. Nobody's in there. This light right here. It's no shortage because it would have messed our apartment up too. Nobody's in there, bro. I know I'm like just looking at my neighbor's thing, but bro, that's like, I'm telling you, that's trippy. Like, nothing has happened at work all day today, and then all of a sudden this stuff starts to happen? Nah, heck no.
The man believes a paranormal entity, which he thinks is a mimic, has followed him home from his job. Now it's causing trouble for him every day.
Hello? Please tell me you guys heard that. I'm home alone too. Man, I'm not trying to do this. I don't want to go. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go in here. Oh my. Bro. Why is that? Who's here? Hello? Nope. So I'm home alone again, and I'm pretty sure I'm seeing something go, like, in and out of that hallway back there. Oh no. What the f is that? No. Bro, I don't want to go back there. I do not want to go back there. There's nobody in this room, bro, and there's nobody under the bed. Dude, what was that? It was a freaking hand. Freaking hell, dude, I gotta get out of this apartment. I gotta get out of this apartment. I don't want to go in there.
We don't know if he managed to stop the strange events, or if they're still happening in his home. The following video was shared by a security guard who was patrolling a construction site with nobody else on the premises at the time. Everything seemed completely normal until they checked the security cameras and realized that something else was appearing on the tapes. Look at the speed at which this apparition was approaching the man. As the guard reaches the left side of the screen, the shadow turns around. Seems to be morphing and disappears again into thin air. Those who have seen this video believe that it was a demon that was perhaps trapped and maybe even trying to attack the night guard. Could this be? Who can say for sure what had happened here? Let's explore a recording captured by a security camera in Kharkova, Romania, on a weeknight in July. In this footage, we observe an unusual figure moving slowly alongside a parked car. Its limbs appear atypical, leading us to question whether it could truly be a human being. While some viewers suggest it resembles a person, the peculiar shape of its head and extremities makes this sighting quite baffling. This video raises intriguing questions. Could this just be an ordinary individual, or might it be something far more strange and mysterious? The ambiguity leaves us pondering what exactly we are witnessing. The next video was uploaded by a woman who claims to have felt that her bedroom is haunted for some time. One night, while she was alone, she noticed a strange movement out of the corner of her eye. Curious, she looked closer and discovered something so unsettling and mysterious that she felt compelled to record it. In her footage, a face belonging to someone or something appears pressed against the glass of a drawer. However, when she opens it to investigate, she finds nothing inside. This eerie moment has led to much speculation, with some viewers suggesting it might be a sinister entity, while others believe it could simply be an example of where our brains misinterpret random patterns as familiar shapes, like faces. Is it a real supernatural presence, or could it just be an illusion created by our minds? A woman managing an Airbnb has been receiving some unsettling comments in her guest book from guests who recently stayed at her property. The most recent entry revealed that upon arriving at night, the formerly charming old house felt strangely eerie. The guests were particularly disturbed by an old porcelain doll they found hidden in a cupboard, along with an antique music box. With its colonial architecture and a mysterious attic room, the house has an inherent spooky vibe. Things took a chilling turn when a new set of guests spent 5 nights there. They reported hearing unsettling sounds coming from a locked attic door on 3 of those nights. Concerned by these reports, the owner decided to install cameras in the attic and stay at the property for a week to see if anything unusual would happen. One night, she heard something truly terrifying and quickly grabbed her phone to record.
This whole time I'm getting ring notifications that there is motion in my attic, and mind you, we moved the camera to this small room off of the attic. So like the timing right now is a little crazy. Thomas!
During this frightening experience, her phone buzzed continuously with alerts about motion detected in the attic. To heighten the tension, the camera had already been moved to a small room next door. While she listened to the disturbing footsteps, the attic camera kept notifying her of movement, but the footage showed nothing. Just a few moments later, the camera captured motion again, revealing something truly spine-chilling. Watch closely. The attic door moved by itself, which was especially unsettling since the owner insisted there was no breeze to account for it. Even on the windiest days, it shouldn't have swayed like that. The most haunting aspect, pointed out by many in the comments, was the ghostly face that seemed to materialize at the bottom of the door as it opened. You can clearly make out what looks like a face, its mouth slowly closing before it vanishes into the darkness behind the door. This eerie occurrence has led many to speculate that the historic house might be haunted. Could it be that someone met a tragic end in that attic? The next video was sent by Ayumi, and she says that in this particular clip, a man was performing a solo and recording it for a YouTube video at the same time. This is when something else says hello in the background. A ghostly visitor, maybe. Some say it could be an evil spirit, others even speculated that it was just a homeless person lurking into the window. But should this really be real, which I have my doubts about, who knows, maybe something from another realm. This girl was recording herself for her mother when the spirit of a child seems to get captured behind her. The following video was captured around 1 a.m. by a trucker who was navigating a seldom traveled road, notorious for its danger due to numerous past accidents, some of which ended tragically in fatalities. This had led some to deem the road as cursed, advocating for its permanent closure. However, for drivers like the one featured in today's video, alternatives to this treacherous route are limited. Tonight, Gaston Rodriguez and his co-driver found themselves on this notorious road. To lighten the eerie atmosphere, they were listening to upbeat music when suddenly something quite unsettling unfolded. As their camera rolled, a mysterious, almost spectral figure darted across the dirt path, vanishing into thin air. Astonishingly, neither driver seemed to have noticed this enigmatic presence during the recording. It was only upon reviewing the footage that an overwhelming sense of dread overcame them. The identity of this elusive figure remains shrouded in mystery. Some speculate it could be the spirit of a departed accident victim, still wandering this cursed route, whether it's a ghostly encounter or something else entirely. The footage raises perplexing questions, and it's leaving us to ponder the inexplicable nature of what was captured that fateful night. A user named Our Haunted House has recently shared a series of unsettling clips that hint at a dark truth. His home seems to be afflicted by paranormal activity. The account documents bizarre occurrences, including doors creaking open unexpectedly, flickering lights, and his dog barking at invisible presences. Eager to capture these strange happenings, he created the account to showcase his eerie footage. In one notable clip, he's alone at night when his dog begins to act strangely, sensing something ominous outside.
What the just happened?
My dog just started barking for no reason. Let's see. Holy.
Compelled to record, he points his camera out the window, where he suddenly spots a shadowy figure standing still in the darkness. Rushing to the door to investigate, he finds that the figure has vanished, leaving only a chilling silence. Viewers cautioned him that by opening the door, he might have invited something malevolent inside. A few nights later, while wandering through his home, he catches a brief glimpse of something out of the corner of his eye. When he turns to look, he sees nothing. After checking the room and finding it empty, he turns off a light. Almost immediately, he feels a creeping sensation that someone is watching him, filling him with dread. Unsettled, he decides to reposition one of his security cameras to monitor the room more closely. After cycling the light on and off repeatedly, all appears well until the camera captures something truly disturbing.
I found the Shadow Man again.
When the lights go out, a shadowy figure appears, standing silently in the dark. But as the lights flicker back on, it disappears. After posting this footage online, a viewer speculated that the figure was hiding behind a curtain. To clarify, he readjusts the camera, showing that the area behind the curtain is empty. They wait in silence, cycling the lights once again.
Look behind the curtain.
And the figure reappears as the lights go out, vanishing just as quickly when illuminated. After this, there's a pause in the figure's appearances. But one night, while relaxing, he feels an unsettling presence in the room. In a bid to gather more evidence, he pulls out his phone and records, capturing a pair of eerie yellow eyes watching him from the darkness before they vanish. As the situation intensifies, he seeks relief through prayer. He lights candles and burns sage throughout the house, hoping to rid himself of whatever is tormenting him. However, as he walks with the sage in hand, he suddenly feels a jolt of fear from behind. Looking up, he spots a pair of glowing eyes peering down at him from high above, triggering a panic that's palpable on camera. In the following days, strange noises continue to haunt him, including ghostly whispers outside his bathroom door. One night, as he's preparing for bed, he discovers an eerie message written on his bathroom mirror.
I heard him.
He suspects the Shadow Man is responsible for these ominous notes. At the same time, while he's confronting the message, a different camera captures something unsettling in another room. A figure slowly appears, watching him with a chilling presence. After this frightening revelation, activity seems to halt for a while. So, what do you believe is going on in his home? Is it genuinely haunted? On November 30th, 2020, police were called to a hotel in Beaver Creek, Ohio, after reports that a woman was bothering the staff. The officers didn't know that this person was actually Irene Baird, a Disney voice actress famous for playing Pocahontas. When police tried to calm things down, Bard made the situation much worse. What the officer didn't realize was that he may have recorded a shadow figure on his camera.
Really?
Yeah, you're gonna find me in your thing right now.
Why would I do that?
Because I am a 53-year-old Native American woman who has had enough. My relationship with cops. Okay, and
Where are you gonna go? See, here's the problem. Now you're gonna go to jail.
I'm staying away from you.
No, you're gonna go to jail is where you're gonna go.
I know. It's what I'm doing is staying away from you.
Come over here just so we can actually talk. I don't want you to have to go to jail.
Well, what do you expect?
I want you to sit down.
No, I've been doing this.
Sit down.
I am 53 years old.
Then you're old enough to know that.
I
Sit
know.
down.
Before the officer caught what appears to be a creepy entity on camera, some people believe Irene might have been affected by something supernatural that caused her strange behavior that night. They think forces from another world could explain why she was acting so oddly at the hotel.
Does this work?
I don't know what that is.
It's your cell phone.
I don't know what that is.
Stop.
I don't know what that is.
Stop! You have to stop. Stop now. Stop right now.
You're doing it again. No, stop. Please, 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 please. Please stop.
Just put your hands
Please stop.
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Now. I don't want to have to hurt you, okay?
I really don't.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
Can I just stop you from doing this to me again?
The officer didn't spot this with his naked eye at the time, but there's definitely a shadow form coming up from the floor and then fading into the wall on the left. It's a really eerie moment. What do you think could explain this strange sight? Now we want to take a look at an update from one of my favorites, Dino Nuggets. If you remember, he tried to cleanse his house from a shadow entity the other night, but this didn't work out, it would appear. The thing is still living in his basement, and tonight it was back, causing mischief and frightening the poor man.
See, this is what I have to deal with. Here we go.
Poltergeist activity seems to lure him back into the basement once again.
Hello?
And while, besides terrifying noises, he didn't capture anything on film, his camera did see something in the beginning of the video. Do you see the dark shadow? It makes it downstairs again. How terrifying. Do you have any suggestions for Dino? Let's see what happens in the upcoming months. The following was recorded by Zach, a security guard working nights who was sent to inspect an old storm drain tunnel in downtown Colorado Springs. Local residents had been sharing eerie tales about the place, and property owners reported trespassers causing trouble down there. What began as a simple checkup quickly changed into something far more frightening.
Dentro. Hello? Anyone here?
When he first heard the scream, he thought it might just be a wild animal, so he continued deeper into the tunnel. That's when he realized the sound probably wasn't coming from any animal he knew. He spotted fresh footprints on the tunnel floor, suggesting someone had recently been there.
I need to take a breather. What the? Nope, I'm dipping out. This I don't know what that is. Oh.
Zach immediately ran out of the tunnel as his fear took over. In the comments section, viewers speculated that what lurked in that tunnel might have been a skinwalker or a Wendigo. This clip was shared by a night officer who just got back from his shift. he spotted someone standing in his house, even though nobody was supposed to be there. He fears it might be something ghostly that broke into his home and was waiting for him. Is this really what happened? While many would quickly think it's something paranormal, it could also be a burglar. Without better footage, it's hard to say for sure what this guard actually recorded. This video was recorded by a night officer working the overnight shift at an old hospital. Staff often told spooky stories about the different floors, which is why the guard feels nervous when walking around alone. Guards typically record their nightly rounds, and this particular night caught something truly shocking on camera.
Exactamente.
The following was captured and shared by a guard who believes that this particular night he captured something mysterious that was peeking out of an office building that he was patrolling this night, and he was making contact to his co-workers to tell them that something doesn't seem quite right.
Alright, and you see this thing?
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay. What's happening with the lights? Because I'm looking
the lights are
hallway, and I can't see, like, I literally see nothing.
the lights are off right now. Oh, it just moved. It just moved.
No, it did not.
It just moved. It just moved.
I just heard a weird noise. Please don't tell me that as you said that.
Dude, it just moved.
A shadow can be seen on the 4th floor window before it suddenly disappears out of sight. It's quite intriguing how it just seems to vanish into thin air, leaving little room for speculation that this could have been a human intruder, at least in the guard's opinion. But what do you believe? Was it a ghostly entity that was visiting here? This clip was uploaded by Jose Maria, who supposedly loves to go on hikes and caving adventures with a friend of his. This night they were just on their way home from another caving trip. So while this was not technically captured inside the cave, it was still in pretty close vicinity to the cave. The area around is said to be haunted since the dawn of time, and the young man's helm camera might have captured a glimpse of that. Whatever they captured here seems to be of pretty small stature and was perhaps wearing a black dress. Pretty strange, isn't it? Also, something seems to be wrong with this thing's face, and it does look like straight out of a nightmare. We have no explanation of what that could have been, other than one of the lost souls which are said to roam this area. Perhaps. This video was shared by a concerned father who states that this evening he was playing a round of hide and seek with his kids and his wife, and apparently they do this relatively often. However, tonight something rather eerie and unexpected occurred.
I know, but we're downstairs.
Heart attack here.
Oh, I'm this is stressing me out.
You're stressed out.
What?
I need to change my diaper.
It seemed that the door was swung open by an invisible force, and after realizing this, the man was quite a bit afraid, and they are currently looking into what could have caused this. Was it perhaps something from another realm?